Try this again. Oh fuck, hold on. Actually, I'm looking for something. This is it. Boom bam bing. Boom bam bing. I forgot to put my phone in do not disturb because I'm streaming on Twitch. Look at that. I mean, that definitely wasn't why it wasn't working. I don't even know if it's working. Let me know if it's working. Some break. Babe, you're here. Thank you for the candy jewel tax. The candy jewel tax is absolutely nothing except for I just acknowledge you more. Welcome in. It's been so long since you've been a part of my stream. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can? Okay. Great. Then we'll keep this. You guys won't get to hear about my whole drug trip that I had. I didn't even get to tell you guys about when I felt like a goblin. I mean, I could now. I could run the ad now. I could. I will. The ad's running now. I'll tell you about my trip where I was a goblin. I didn't get to that part. So I'm in there, like, I was talking about, like, me being in the hospital was very vivid, and I was like, future, I was on a gurney, and it was crazy. But then, I was like, dude, what if I die? Because I, like, overdose on the drugs because I'm having, like, the best trip of my life at this point. And I was like, dude, what if I gotta fucking pee? And I was like, I was in tune with my bladder. I was like, bladder, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me at this place. I better not wake up in a puddle of pee. And I was like, you know what? I have to pee now. Let's not hold it in. So then I get up, but mind you, by the way, I'm in like a recliner chair. You would think because it's a treatment center, it would be, hold on, let me go back to home screen, sorry. Because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. Nothing happened, by the way. But it was about to happen, and Darius was like, he can't hear me, so we did the whole thing, but well, that's neither here nor there anymore. So, yeah, so you would think, like, because when you see the pictures of, like, Spravato treatment centers, they have, like, it looks medical, but no, it's, the place I go to, ghetto as fuck. They just got recliner chairs, and so I'm reclined all the way back. I'm not very tall, mind you, I'm 5'2.5". When you exist in your body, you don't think like, oh, I feel short, or oh, I feel tall. You're just like in your body experiencing life, yeah? Yeah. So when I tell you, I got up to go to the bathroom, I immediately felt all of my bones shrink. I felt like I was 5. I felt like a goblin. Like I was like, I didn't wear my hoodie that day. Well, that day today, I didn't wear my hoodie today, but I had a hat on, and I had my headphones on, and I had a sweater on. But it wasn't like an oversized sweater, but it was kind of big. And when I felt like those like goblin trolls that live under the bridge, where they're like in a cloak, and they have a stick. Woo. That's what I felt like. And like, I'm like waddling to the bathroom. I can feel myself waddling. And like I go to the bigger toilet, loud and clear. Okay, beautiful. I go to the bigger toilet first. But then I was like, there's toilet paper in there. Actually, no, it wasn't toilet paper. It was just like, it was actually like paper towel. I'm like, who the fuck would do this to the disability toilet? Because I like using that one. It's big and spacious, and then like I fall out, you know. It gives me more room to breathe if I die. So I go to the next one, and it got dookie stains in it. I'm like, I'm not using this. And I went to the third one. I was like, just right. So I do the thing. I wipe the toilet down, as one does, as you should, and use like the little toilet thingy. I'm giving a lot of detail here. You don't need this much detail, but just know, like, I've told Gil this before. I really didn't understand first-person shooters whenever you're like you were in, like, you were watching them do stuff, and like when they like make you use the bathroom and stuff like that. I get it now. I don't have a penis, but it feels like you're playing a first person game like that, where you're doing all those tasks when you're that fucking high. And it was wobbly and weird, and like I looked in the mirror when I was done using the bathroom, and I was like, I look like a fucking goblin. Not the goblin I was describing earlier, but I was like, damn, Gil really just in love with me over here. I look like a fucking goblin. Like, a month ago, I told him that I felt like Snoop Dogg. This was also high. It was like, you don't look like Snoop Dogg. It was like, it doesn't matter if I don't look like Snoop Dogg. I feel like I look like Snoop Dogg. Like, you don't get it. He doesn't get the vision. Anyway, back to the actual game. You mean that's one perspective? It is a perspective. And I'm living it. I'm living my unfortunate truth. There's no vision to be gotten. There's a vision. You just can't see it because you're not me. You're not in my head. You don't get it, bro. The girls that get it. The ones who don't. You don't understand. You should get it. I didn't tell you guys about when Gil got high. When he took half an edible. That shit was the funniest thing ever. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But just know, babe, it's in my back pocket. It's in all of my pockets. And if you act up, I'm spilling the beans. Anyway, back to the game. Episode 5, Chapter 13. While things are getting hot and heavy, Lana has an announcement that throws you for a loop. Not that you're tacky and I hate you. Sound alert. It doesn't work because I'm on mobile. Sucks for you. So yeah, this is where we left off. It's at the very beginning because, technical difficulties that weren't my fault. I blame Apple. Apple shit. I don't fuck with Apple, but I do, unfortunately. Even though you left the note in the bedroom, it's hard to take its contents out of your mind. What note? Last night was unbelievable. Can't wait to repeat it soon. Oh, that note. That note. Did Amari and Antoine really have sex? That note was right next to their bed. Ooh. I thought Amari was into me. Girl, be serious. Especially after we broke the rules together. Don't catch feelings for her. Or maybe Amari's trying to get a reaction out of me after I spent the night with Naomi? You stand on the patio and analyze your emotions. Oh, also, sorry about the fan. I said this earlier, but I'm in my grandma's room and it's hot as fuck in her room, and I turned the fan on, so it'd be loud. It'd be a little loud, but I'd rather it be loud than me fucking passing out in her room because of heat stroke. Amari paved the streets. Girl, no she didn't. Naomi paved the streets. Amari, she built like a building, I guess. But this is a Naomi monopoly right now. Except for Ryder's gonna come in last second, get her. Because we're doing a Ryder route. You sit on the patio and analyze your own emotions. If Amari and Antoine had sex, I'd feel unbothered. I do not give a fuck. It's none of my business. Definitely none of my business. To your shock, someone replies to your thoughts. Oh, bestie. I had the same reaction when I met my mom's last boyfriend. She gave you a neck on the first meet. Naomi could never. She could. But she's classy. You know what? We're not gonna slut shame Amari. We're not gonna slut shame anybody on the show but Princeton, because he's the real villain here. Let's not pit baddies against each other. The real villain here is Princeton. Love might be blind, but does she have to be blind to his obvious red flags? Ooh, tea time. Santi. He grins. The one and only. Is something bothering you, Princeton? You shake your head. Don't mind me. I was just thinking out loud. Santiago nods knowingly. I do that too. It helps me organize my thoughts. So, is there anything I can do to help? Santiago wants to help me. That's nice of you, bro. I appreciate it. You give him a friendly smile. This man's face is uncanny. Which one? Which one? It's really nice of you to offer. Both now. That's how all the characters look, babe. I'm telling you. They all look like that, and it's terrifying. Like, you'll see them like, oh, they're attractive, and then they smile, and it's like, that is a nightmare fuel. This is like what you see in your nightmares. I'll make sure to take you up on it sometime, at least once I can make sense of my own feelings. Not Santiago and Julian in a wig. Shut up. Santiago's eyes soften. Anytime, Princeton. Well, I'm off. I promised Zane I'll let him design my new bathroom. It's less than 60 square feet in size, but he said he could easily squeeze in a sauna. I've got to see that. He's gonna put the sauna on the ceiling, probably. You raise a teasing eyebrow. Are you planning to win the prize money to fund this project? Santiago laughs. It's nice to dream, right? Take care, Princeton. He leaves with a small smile and a wave. Once he's gone, you close your eyes and tilt your head toward the sun. For a while, all you can hear is birdsong and the crash of waves, until soft footsteps mingle with the sounds of nature. Morning, Princeton. Oh, what's up, girl? When she sees you, Amari smiles warmly. Morning, Amari. What's up? Your innocent question seems to take her by surprise, and she grins sheepishly. Just wanted to chat a bit. Talking to you is my new favorite way to start the day. Girl, stop lying. Am I better than caffeine? Amari laughs. See? This is exactly what I meant. You're so fucking funny. You're so witty. Close. Only when I'm talking to the right people. Shut up. Ugh. Sorry. I'm getting the ick from my own character. She smiles but doesn't reply right away. There's obviously a deeper reason for your conversation, and you wait for her to reveal it. Luckily, you don't have to wait for too long. I saw you had an eventful morning too, with the butterfly and all. Good thing Naomi was there, I guess. Ooh, don't throw shade at my boo. Yeah, it was a wild way to wake up. Wild, huh? I can think of a lot wilder ways to wake you up. Ooh, girl. Don't start. I think the best mornings involve rigorous exercise, especially if it's done horizontally. She winks at you teasingly, reminding you of the morning you did have. You cross your arms. Really? Wilder than whatever you and Antoine were getting up to in the shower? Amari blushes, but she's already shaking her head. Oh yeah, that happened too, with the shower. There wasn't really anything wild about that, at least not in the way you're thinking. Are you sure? She reaches for your hand, surprising you, and wraps her pinky around yours. Ooh, don't touch me. I swear, nothing happened between Antoine and me. And why would I lie to you? Lana would call me out in a matter of seconds. As she lets go of your hand, her big, sparkly eyes look completely sincere. It takes her a moment to continue, but when she does, her voice is suddenly unsure. Yeah, right? What are you saying yeah, right to? Okay, so this might be out of line, but can I ask you something? Yeah, of course. So, you remember how She makes a hand gesture mimicking your rule break from before. Which one? I remember. Which one? She seems a bit flustered as her hand drops. I really enjoyed that, to be honest. And I was wondering if you thought there might be something more there. There ain't shit there, girl. But I'm gonna tell you there is, but there ain't shit there. More than just breaking the rules that one time, I mean, we broke the rules again, but go off. Maybe more than just breaking the rules in general? Tell her yes. I will. Like I said, I'm the antagonist of this season. No one is safe. No one is safe. Amari's confession surprises you, but you also feel like you should have expected it. Amari's being honest about her feelings. When it comes to romance, I currently want to pursue... I'm gonna say Amari, but like, if they let me pursue Naomi as well as Ryder, I will take the opportunity. You decide to ease her mind quickly. To be honest, I'm definitely interested in seeing if there's more between us. You take her hand and squeeze it lightly. Oh, I'm such a fuckboy. Maybe I wasn't that obvious. You've been all I can think about lately, too. Amari's face breaks out into a grin. Girl, I was really hoping you would say that. Now it's time to really turn on the charm. Now, if they start making me do stuff with Amari, I'm switching gears over to Ryder And if I can't do Ryder, then it's Naomi, just to make her feel insecure. Prince is a supervillain. He is. He's a lawyer. I'm not saying all lawyers are villains, but he's only a lawyer because he's a Nepo baby. He's not smart enough to be a lawyer. Her smile turns even more flirtatious, earning a smile from you. Consider me charmed. That was fast. Maybe I've accidentally put a love spell on you. Girl, you wish. Maybe. Any witches in your family you want to tell me about? Amari laughs and squeezes your hand. I wish. A few years back, I was looking into tarot. I'm into tarot. Did you know if you join my Discord, I can give you a free tarot reading? But that's only available once a month per person. Just letting you know. Oh, I said join my Discord. I didn't even drop the Discord link. Here's the link if you want to join. No pressure. No pressure. It's chill vibes, babes. But I never felt real magic in my fingertips. It's because it's not magic, bitch. It's not magic. It's intuition. Maybe all your magic is in your lips. Ugh, I'm gonna barf. Amari laughs, surprised. Sure, let's test your theory someday. I can't wait. With one last smile, Amari heads off. Bye, bitch. That was one hell of a conversation. Once she's out of sight, you take a deep breath. That's one way to start the day. An all too familiar chime interrupts your musings. Good morning, Princeton. What do you want today, Lana? Morning, Lana. Morning, girl. What's up? Please make your way to the cabana. Her voice is as serious as ever, and it's impossible to discern what kind of announcement she plans to make. You give her a little salute. On my way. I mean, what do you mean it's as serious as ever? She's a robot. It's a AI. When you arrive at the cabana, everyone has already taken their seats. I wonder what this is about. You perch on the edge of the couch next to Santiago, who seems surprisingly nervous. As you look at him, he sinks in deeper into the cushion. Every time Lana summons us here, I feel like a naughty school kid. That makes two of us. Well, I am a naughty kid, so. You remember the secret touches you exchanged with Amari last night? Especially since I have been a little naughty lately. Lana lights up, promptly silencing the conversations going around the cabana. Hello, everyone. I have gathered you here because there have been multiple rule breaks. Oh, come on. We really can't learn anything, can we? Nora gently squeezes his hand. Girl, I hope it comes out that you and Ryder was necking last night. Just so I can be like, see, Zane? Can't trust a whore. You can't trust a hoe by 303. Anyway, I guess not. Because before anyone else has a chance to speak, Lana continues. Zane needs a larger shirt. Let him live. Let him live his truth. If he wants to be walking around looking like a Thadiana, let him be a Thadiana. At last night's party, Princeton and Amari engaged in inappropriate touching. Over and under the clothes. A hot flush washes over you at her honesty. Lana! You bury your head in your hands, unable to look at the group. Wow, she really shares all the details, doesn't she? You know what? I'm fucking with Ryder's fit. Ryder's fit is actually kinda hot. She certainly does. This rule break has resulted in a deduction of $4,000. You peek through your fingers to find Amari looking wistful. I just wished it lasts longer. Girl, don't say that here. It was an experience I'll never forget. No need to make us jealous, Amari. She smiles sweetly. You kind of forgot what happened last episode? Same. I also forgot what happened last episode. All I remember is I was pissing Nora off. That's all I really remember. Like, Ryder showed up. I was like, I want Ryder. And Nora was like, I want Ryder. And then I was like, girl, that bitch is mine. And then you made me do an Australian accent. That's all I remember from last episode. She smiles sweetly. Sorry. But also, not sorry. Naomi rolls her eyes. Rub it in. You're obviously good at it. Ooh. But I don't think you're gonna be smelling much longer. Amari only smirks in response, seemingly relaxed. Naomi then looks at you, but Lana chimes in just in time. Ooh, the girls are fighting. However, that is not all. Nora and Ryder almost did it, and we blocked it with someone. Yeah, we took Amari, because we were gonna be more naughty with Amari. So we took her from the rest of the party, and then we stumbled upon Nora and Ryder. And that's what happened. We cock blocked. That is not all. Zane buries his head in his hands. It will never end, will it? Nope. Got it. Yeah, you got it. Another couple engaged in sexual intercourse. Ooh. This time, there are no murmurs. You could hear a pin drop in the silence. Oh boy. The quietness stretches on for another moment until... It was us. Ooh. Cassia's admission is simple and direct. It's true. We're the culprits. Elena holds her hand, brushing her thumb against Cassia's knuckles. Ugh. Santiago points an accusatory finger at them. Ooh, shocker. You two are lucky that you're a cute couple. Otherwise, I demand we put you on opposite sides of the bedroom. That's what, honestly, Princeton should be quarantined at this point. Laughter ripples through the group, slightly easing the tension. We didn't plan for it to happen or anything, I promise. We were just stargazing. And then one thing led to another. We really are sorry, though. This rule break has cost the group $20,000. Look at all our money. Bye, money, I miss you. Or maybe I don't. Both Cassia and Elena's faces turn pale. Now people definitely have something to say. 20 what? The smell must have been crazy. Shut up. Lana's malfunctioning, right? She didn't actually say 20,000, right? I'm pretty sure that's how much it usually costs. Ryder just stares blankly at Lana as Santiago looks under his seat. There must be a rule book somewhere around here. Maybe there's a catch. What do you think we're doing here? Playing with Monopoly money? Oops, second Monopoly mention. Look at me go. That's not important, but it was like a coincidence. Completely in shock, Zane doesn't make a single sound and Nora's too busy nudging him to pipe up. That's a big chunk of money. I am pissed beyond belief. Feel happy for... I wish it were me. I wish it were me. Way to go, you two. I would have done the same in your spot. Yeah, we know. That's not very reassuring, Princeton. Oh, I wasn't trying to be. But it's honest. And we appreciate that. You can always count on me to be a hoe. As Princeton. Not as me. Zane finally speaks, his voice strained. 20. I think I'm gonna be sick. Scratch that. I am sick. For that price, I hope the sex was mind-blowing. You lean back in your seat pondering things. I thought for sure Amari and Antoine had sex in the shower. The earlier words echo through your mind. Tell me if it's too much pressure. Harder. What else could that possibly refer to? Princeton. You blink, realizing that Santiago has been trying to get your attention for some time now. Sorry, what were you saying? I was asking if you were okay. No, I'm not. You look like you're trying to solve the secrets of the universe. Not the whole universe. Just whatever happened in the bathroom earlier. People read Amari and Antoine with suspicion. How do I get to the bottom of this? Explain and ask, approach the issue, gently tease the group. These faces. You're still here, babe. I would have thought you left by now. Appreciate the support. You're a real one. Are we sure that it was only Cassia and Elena who had sex? I heard some pretty dirty things from Amari and Antoine in the shower. You went to the bathroom and came back? Thanks. Cassia looks interested. Dirty how? Let's just say I'm not sure yours was the only rule break that happened recently. At this point, we might as well skip to the orgy. I know what you were saying there. I said it for us. I mean, kinda, yeah. We could, but actually, I don't know if we can in this season. I know in season 3, I have done like 2 threesomes in season 3 playing by myself because I was being messy. And so maybe we will get a threesome this season. I don't know. We will see. To your surprise, Nora rolls her eyes. We already have one Lana, Princeton. We don't need another. Bitch, shut up. Antoine doesn't seem to hear Nora at all. Instead, he claps a hand over his mouth and tries to muffle his laughter. What's so funny? Amari's equally as hysterical. Every time you think they'll relax, they look at each other and burst out laughing again. We were trying to adjust the water pressure. Amari wipes a tear from her eye. She wipes tears from her eye. I think that's what that said. Haven't you two noticed how tricky those settings are? Are you serious? It's plain simple. I didn't know you could change it. You still haven't figured it out? The commiseration over the water pressure makes you laugh until you remember the note. But I found a note next to your bed. Lena's cheeks tint a crimson red. I wrote that for Cassia. It must have fallen off her bed. Well, that explains it. While your face is still incredulous, Ryder starts shaking with laughter. You let a real hoot. Such legends. The prize fund now stands at $149,000. Commiserate adding that to the vocabulary. Look at you, learning more words. Love to see it. That's why we read. That's why we read, folks. I finished the book, by the way, the romance book that I was telling you guys about. It was 600, I think 7 pages, but it misled me and told me it was 613. It's because there was an acknowledgement section. Anyway, that's not important. Back to the game. Ryder's jaw drops. It was okay. Like, score out of 10, 4.5. Anyway, crikey, I dig you a bit less now. What happened? Lana strides on. It is obvious that many of you are having difficulty following my rules. As a result, I will be enacting stricter measures. Lana sounds pissed. Elena leans forward and pretends to bite her nails, making Cassia laugh. Zane glares at Elena's hand on Cassia's leg, but Lana soon distracts him with her startling announcement. From now on, all fines will be doubled. What? That can't be right. Santiago is counting something out on his fingers. That means sex would lose us $40,000? It's time to have sex, guys. My goal is to lose all the money. Lana, please say you're joking. Double the fines. Better make things worth it. With that kind of cash, I guess we'll just have to make sure our rule breaks are worth it. Worth it? And what do you mean by that? I mean, I'ma steal all your men. That's what I mean by that, girl. Some people shake their heads at you and others high-five you. Who's high-fiving me? Is it Ryder? That is not all. Antoine sinks to his knees just like he did the very first night. Lana, please. He claps his hands together and holds them up. Don't triple the fines, I beg you. We were only simply horny creatures. Ryder chuckles and pulls Antoine back onto the couch. Don't give her any ideas, mate. Princeton and Amari. Ooh, you both start out the sound of Lana's voice. So the bodysuit, is that comfortable? Under some jeans? Under? Well, it could be. It could be. There are a lot of people who wear, like, leotards. That's what they're called. Some people call them bodysuits, but they're leotards. Under, like, clothing items. Like, dancers wear them sometimes for, like, a more athletic, sporty look. That's where they come from. But sometimes it's a look, and then sometimes it's not a look. Nora's the one wearing it, right? I'll let you know. Let me look at Nora's outfit again. I'll let you know if it's a look or not. I have noticed the beginnings of an emotional connection forming between you. Now you will be able to put the ultimate test of chastity. No, I wanted to go with Ryder. You meet Amari's eyes, noticing the same look of intrigue. Your challenge is to spend the night with no sexual contact at all. Well, in the private suite. Say goodbye to the money, guys. Your jaw drops at Lana's announcement. Really? Oh no. Hers, it's not a look. I'm not even just saying that because I'm a Nora hater. I don't even hate Nora. I just like antagonizing her. But honestly, no. Like, with it like that, I hate the way it looks like it would get stuck in between the cracks, and I cannot imagine that being comfortable. So, outfit, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Exactly. Now, like I said, there are bodysuits that like cover and they're like shorts kind of with like the leotard part, like the top part. And that's a little bit more comfortable, but then it's like at the point, if it has snaps, it's different. If it snaps at the crotch, that's different. Like, it's the same, it's a bodysuit. But like, it's easier access to use the bathroom. And if you have ever been a dancer, I used to be a dancer when I was younger. I did ballet and tap. That's what I did. And then I stopped going because I switched schools. Anyway, that's not important. Trying to pee, like, you have to strip like all the way naked when you're in a leotard, and it's not comfy. But if you have like the snaps where the crotch is, so much better. So much better. And I doubt she has snaps down there because the way the leotard is going in. So girl, she's probably fighting for her life if she has to go pee. That's all I have to say. For the most part, they're a bit wider and less wedgie inducing. Yeah, like I said, Nora, first, it's uncomfortable. And if it's uncomfortable, it's most likely not a look. Sometimes a look can be uncomfortable. Like I always say when I quote Cardi B, a hoe never gets cold. And that means sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable to look cute. But in this instance, Nora is a fashion fail. Zach, welcome in. How you doing? How are you doing today? Thank you, Lana. We'll use this opportunity well. We sure will, bitch. A night in the suite sounds luxurious. It sounds luxurious. It sounds so luxurious. I can't wait to enjoy a hot bath. You're good? Me? I'm I'm here, bruh. I'm fucking here, you know? I'm hot. But you know what? I'm happy. I realize this. Not you guys really care, but maybe you do care. I'm gonna stop saying that. Maybe you do care. I feel happy. I feel genuinely happy, and it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary how happy I feel. 'Cause I don't think I've felt this happy in a while. And you're probably like, why are you scared to be happy? And it's kind of deep. I'm scared that like this feeling won't last, or like when it doesn't last, because you can't be happy forever. But like, I'm afraid I'm gonna like crash, and that's what terrifies me. It's the Gill effect. It is the Gill effect. It is. He's been very awesome during these trying times for myself, and I really appreciate him. I love him. I hope he's living his best life. He's probably not, but he a real one. Hold on. What have you guys been saying? Hold on. I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Zach. I just, you know what? If you let me do what I need to do, I'm talking to the mouse for my computer right now. Let me do what I need to. Let me live. Let me do what I need to do. Okay, it's being me. I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay, that is an insane lyric. You've seen it so many times in real life. What's an insane lyric? Also, Jazz, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, here's your newest question of the day. If you could sit down at the bar and have a drink with any fictional character, who would you choose? Preminger from the Barbie movie. If you don't know who Preminger is, me and my friend called him Perminger because why was his hair looking like that? His hair was looking too good for that not to be a perm. He is from Barbie as... Is it Barbie in or Barbie as? I think it's Barbie in The Princess and the Pauper, not Princess and the Pop Star. No. Princess and the Pauper with Erica and Annalise and the animals that talked and were in love. And that movie was fucking wild. I love that movie. My favorite Barbie movie. Preminger, best villain ever, do I dare say? Because why was he like that? Why was he like that? I said a hoe never gets cold? Yeah. A hoe never gets cold. That's what Cardi B says. And she's right. She's right. A hoe never gets cold. And you would sit down and have a drink with the Pillsbury Doughboy? Can you explain why? And I'll give you my reasoning. Zach, who do you pick? Anybody else can answer this question as well. We can have a discussion about this. I'm here. I'm seated. So, but why would I pick Preminger? Because I have questions. Like, sir, why are you doing all that? I understand you want to be like king of the land, but the way he was going about it, he was so fucking extra about it. And I'm like, why did you just kill that queen? Why didn't you just kill that queen? Like, get that marriage over with real quick, real snap, and just kill that queen so you could be king. I was there for it. I 100%. That's a lie. I 100% backed Preminger. I didn't. I hated that man when I was younger. Actually, that's a lie too. I didn't hate him, but I didn't want him to win. But as an adult looking back, I'm like, you know what, Queen, slay, cunt. That's how I felt about him. Arthur Morgan from Red Dead. Why? Why Arthur Morgan from Red Dead? I don't know anything about Red Dead. Imagine drunken pills. What kind of drunk is the Pillsbury Doughboy? Is the real question. Because you get some people drunk, they're a good time. Like me, when I get really drunk and tipsy, I become really nice. Like I'm like giggly. I'm like right now, like imagine this, but like maybe like 2% nicer. Like I get like really giggly and I get friendly. And it's a fun time. It's a fun time for me. I really like the feeling of being drunk. I don't like drinking, but I like the feeling of it. And like that's probably why people get drunk. Maybe they don't like the taste, because I don't like the taste. I could literally give me margarita mix and I'll be fine. But like I want the feeling of the actual margarita. Or Silas from Love in Deep Space. I don't know who that is either. I've heard of Love in Deep Space. I'm sorry, we got off track. You know what? It's my stream. I can do what the fuck I want. Like BAC .10 drunk. What is BAC? What is BAC? I don't know what that is. I want you to know I did not drink. Well, that's not true. I had like a sip of beer when I was younger because my uncle offered it to me. Because he was like, "You want to try?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I had a sip. I was like 8, 9, around that age, maybe a little younger. That shit tastes like throw up. I was like, this is disgusting. So I never wanted to drink after that. And then I had like my first drink, like official drink on my birthday, I want to say. And I think I got, what did I get? It was something gross as fuck. Martini? Can't stand a martini. Can't stand a martini. But then I got like really tipsy with my friends one day after like a really bad breakup. And then I got drunk again, like with my dad at a bowling alley. We were bowling. I was healing from really bad breakup. The same breakup. I was going through a lot that year. Yeah. And then my dad got married. And that's when I tried a bunch of drinks, and that's Gil's fault. It's Gil's fault. I had vodka cranberry. I had like 2 lemon drops. What else did I have? I had some of whatever he was drinking. And then his uncle got married. And then they had a bar. I was margarita after margarita, you know? So I don't have a problem. I don't drink often. I only drink for special occasions. And that year, like, everybody was fucking getting married. Blood alcohol concentration 0.08%. Can't drive legally. Well, I don't trust myself to drive most days, so actually I've been driving a lot lately and I've been having fun, but like, hoes can't drive. I'm not hoes in this situation. Sometimes I am hoes, but most of the time I'm not hoes. Because it was raining yesterday. Why the fuck are you pulling out of a drive? I have my fucking blinker on, bitch. You see me turn. I'm full turn. Why the fuck would you pull out? Oh my god. That happened twice. That happened twice yesterday. That shit pissed me off. They were so... Ooh. Like, if I was just 10% crazier... That's all I have to say. Let's move on. Finish this. We're not even done with the first episode. The first chapter of this episode. But what a nice little tangent that was. I told my grandma I'd be done by 10. I don't think we are, but that's okay. She'll live. She don't sleep anyway. With Amari in there too, we're doomed. Way to go, you two. Elena and Cassia look elated on your behalf, and Amari can barely sit still. It should be me and Naomi, or me and Ryder. From across the cabana, Santiago gives you a small thumbs up. Still, not everyone is over the moon at Lana's announcement. A few faces are touched by jealousy and disbelief, but you try not to let it get to you. There is, however, one face that's hard to ignore. It's not me? The hurt in her voice is evident. She stares at Lana for a while, until she laughs, but the sound is clearly forced. No, my baby! Right, I should have seen it coming. Naomi. It's alright, Princeton. Have fun in the suite. Send me a postcard. It's obvious she doesn't mean it, but even her disappointment can't dampen your excitement. Damn, my heart's broken. I love Naomi. Girl, just remember, Princess would never do this to you. I love you, girl. But right now, unfortunately, I'm Princeton. But Princess got you, babes. Princess loves you 1,000%. It is my hope that your stay in the suite will strengthen your relationship. It probably will. Maybe in more ways than one. Oop, I can change my hair. It's time to do a fatality on Naomi's heart. My baby. Oh my god, no. No, it's giving baby Julian. Should we keep this one or should we do this one? I don't know. Like, I love this one. But this one's kind of giving a little bit. Oh my god, no. You know what? I like this one because it covers the forehead mostly. I don't know what it is about the forehead here, but it's messing with my life. Ooh, hold on now. Hey, look at us. Got those sparkly underwear. You know what? We're keeping it. Oop, hold on. Okay. The silk. Whoa. Why? What is the purpose? You see the way the fabric is? Why is it silk there and then like transparent, not see-through, but like transparent other places? And that doesn't even look like a comfortable texture either. No, we're going stars. We're gonna make baby girl see stars tonight. Girl, so disgusting. But oh, this is nice. By the time the sun sets, you're practically buzzing with energy. You hold the door for Amari and then come in after her. Whoa. You pause in the doorway, marveling at the sight before you. Okay, girl, I see you. So, this is the den of paradise? Champagne chills in a bucket, rose petals are scattered across the room, and flickering candles illuminate baskets of very naughty rule-breaking toys. Y'all are definitely... We're definitely what? What, Darius? We're definitely what? This place is unreal. I'm sure we'll enjoy ourselves. It'll be very romantic. We'll break some rules, girl. We'll break all the rules. Need to switch positions. My legs getting tired. Everything here is designed for pleasure. I don't know how we're supposed to behave. Maybe we're not supposed to. It's up to us to decide how we'll behave. Actually, I should probably move my computer so I can see. You give her a sultry look. Are you suggesting that we should break the rules? Amari theatrically sighs. I don't know what we should do. Amari got a 6-pack on her. Do you like girls with 6-packs, or you like them a little bit of chub? Little belly. Maybe you like big bellies. I don't know what you like. I'm asking your opinion. My preference, I don't care about body type. I don't care about body type. However, I do care about face. Like I like me. Actually, I don't really have a type. I just like girl. For boys, I have a type. For girls, I don't have a type. All the above, think what you will. Okay. I see you, Darius. Man of taste. They really do want to test if we can keep our hands to ourselves. With all these toys, I don't think it's our hands they're worried about. Good point. She hesitantly picks up a string of magenta beads and eyes them with curiosity. Where was I going with that? Magnetic? Imagine they had magnetic anal beads. That's a quick trip to the hospital right there. That's a lawsuit. When her fingernails poke a purple vibrator, you could swear she looks a bit flustered. You will not. I can think of so many scenarios we could get up to with all of this. Will any of them result in us not losing a bunch of money? Let me think about it for a second. The answer is no. You laugh, leaving her to it as you go investigate the bathroom. The tub is already filled with steaming water and fragrant bubbles. Now, who drew this bath? How do they know how I like my baths? Wow, this is the fanciest tub I've ever seen in my life. I could use a bath right now because my lower back hurts. But that's probably my fault. Amari comes in behind you, resting her chin on your shoulder. Thick and toned, she's popping your head like a grape. Just put my head between her thighs. Yo, I could probably do that to Gil. We haven't tried it yet. I feel like he'd let me though. I'll let you guys know. Gil, if you're still here, let me pop your head like a grape. I'm like whispering it. I'm not even whispering it. I'm loud as fuck. I'm like saying that to my computer, but like I'm not on the computer. I'm on my phone. Oh, why am I like this? I can't. Oh, speaking of, okay, sorry, little tangent right now. But speaking of dating sims, no one brought it up, but we're playing one. We're bringing back Our Life Begins and Always once I'm done with my treatment. So that could be anywhere from like mid-June to early July. If anything else changes with that, I will let you know. Anyway, back to the game. They really did go all out. It would be a shame to waste these bubbles, don't you think? She steps away, revealing that she has 2 glasses of champagne in her hands. Girl, where you get that glass from? We deserve to relax. You smell like the idea. You know what? You're right. You take the glasses from her and set them on the edge of the tub. Why do you have the little carrot symbol there? Did you know it's called a carrot? Yeah, it's called a carrot. I learned that like a while ago. Don't remember when, but Amari, Then you close the distance between you, heat in your eyes. Amari welcomes your gesture, her smile growing naughtier with every second. Oh, ready to break the rules already? No, I plan to behave. No, who said that? Who said that? Because it wasn't me. For now. Yeah, for now. You start undressing her, not letting your hands wander. Why not? Even though you'd really like to. But you stay on task, removing her clothes and drinking in the sight of her skin. She smiles warmly at you and then returns the favor, trailing her fingers down your arms as she undresses you. You're so nice to look at, she says, grinning. You're pointing towards your previous comment? Yeah, but why? I don't understand why. Sorry, I got distracted. Right back at you, gorgeous, you reply. The two of you get in the tub together, sipping champagne and enjoying the bubbles. After a bit, you feel a slender foot creeping its way up your leg. No! I don't want your foot, girl. I'm not into feet. You shoot Amari a stern look and she smiles, trying to look innocent. It's not my fault. You're wet and naked and right there, she says. Not foot play? You don't like playing footsies? Like, as a joke, it's funny, like, haha, feet. But like, actually, like, I'm not into feet. It's not for me. I'm not gonna kink shame you if you're into feet. But it's not for me. Don't come at me with the feet. Unless we're playing, we're joking around, you know? Then it's okay. It's like, but not like, no. Unironically, no. Okay. So, ironically, yes? Is what you're saying? I can say the same thing, but I'm behaving. You shoot back. Amari lifts an eyebrow and sighs dramatically. Okay, we'll be good. But she immediately makes that difficult by finishing her champagne and crossing the tube to you. The tube? That's a tub. Where did I get tube from? Her hands are slick as they trail over your body and you surrender to letting her wash you up. Ooh, that's nice. Your cheeks flush and the heat rises, and it's not just because of the water. Her fingertips trace the outline of your muscles, creating invisible pathways in your skin. You ache with a desire, longing for the forbidden touches you know you can't have, but Amari holds back. You feel her hands on you even when they're gone. And once you open your eyes, she's still there, just taking in the sight of you. There's nothing left to undress, but her gaze still strips you. Should we go back to the bedroom? You ask, your breathing slightly uneven. With a gentle nod, she offers you her hand and helps you get out. 10 minutes later, Amari lounges on the bed in her lingerie, eating strawberries and chasing them with her glass of champagne. The next time you reach for one, revealing a bit of skin, she groans. Ooh. This is like some medieval form of torture. You frown, unsure what she means. Girl, have some cornflakes. Did they torture people with strawberries in the Middle Ages? She giggles. No, I don't think so, at least. But look at us. We're two people meant to keep their hands to themselves, in a suite of temptation. Doesn't it feel like pure torture? Ironically, still no, okay. I don't know. It's hard to consider spending time with you a torture. I would beg to differ. I'm joking. Amari gives you an appreciative smile. Fair, that part is pure pleasure. You know, she's cute. She's got nothing on Naomi for me, but she's cute. Like I said, I'm not gonna pit two bad bitches against each other, except for I am, because I'm being Princeton right now. Pure frustrating pleasure, you mean? Ugh, I know. If I had known I'd be spending almost all of my time on this show wanting and not having, well, you might have thought twice about coming. No, I would have definitely come. She then pauses and buries her face in her hands. Look at me. It's like I'm 13 again and I see innuendo in every single phrase. My glasses fell off my face. I can't fucking see. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, she's growing on you. Oh, I guess. She'll never be Naomi, but yeah. I don't wanna, cause she's cute, except for that wig on her head. Hate it. That's the only thing for me. It's the only thing. You can't help but chuckle. Wait, 13-year-olds? is making these innuendos. Do you not remember being 13, Darius? Unless you're 13 now. But yeah, 13-year-olds, kids have been making innuendos like that since like 4th grade. And how old were we in 4th grade? 9, 10. So yeah, kids will say things and like they'll pick it up, context clues. Because what are we taught in school? Use our context clues. And if you were using your context clues, you could pick things up faster. And so yeah, innuendos. 4th grade, you were 10 in 4th grade? Yeah. I was 9 in 4th grade, and then I turned 10 at the end of 4th grade. So yeah, we're 9, 10, like I said. Hey, don't laugh at me. It's hard. She then pauses again before she bursts into laughter, and you eagerly join her. Once your shoulders stop shaking, you finally reply. Yeah, I get what you mean. Lana's not making it easy for us either. Maybe you're a late bloomer, but that's crazy. Maybe it's just because I wasn't a late bloomer. I was not a late bloomer in any of the sense. Well, that's not true. I was a late bloomer, but puberty for girls starts earlier than it does for boys. And because puberty started earlier for me, the way my body was commented on was not okay. So do I have trauma with this? A little bit. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And we're gonna move on. I mean, look at all this stuff they're giving us not to play with. 10 to 13-year-olds should not know what coming is, but that's just you. That's not just you. I completely agree with that statement. I completely agree with that. But you gotta think about parents and generations, and I feel like we were raised on like TV and internet, so we had access to a lot of things that we should not have had access to. I'm assuming we're around the same age area. So yeah, so we saw stuff that we shouldn't have been seeing, or like our peers saw stuff that they should have been seeing, and like they reported back to us, and it just, yeah, it's not okay. So yeah. Nah, you big sis, you disgust me. You know what? I'll take it. It's better than me calling auntie. I ain't nobody's auntie yet. It's just cruel. Well, we could play with some of it. We just have to behave. Yeah. That's what I said. Be boring, you mean? And use massagers to massage things above the waist. But not too far above the waist. I'm sure some sexy zones might come as heavy might count as heavy petting. There we go. She laughs at that. Exactly. I am impressed with the collection, though. I've never seen so many toys in one place. Now, what I don't understand is, why do they have these sex toys? And if you use the sex toys, do you get to keep them? Because nobody should be reusing sex toys that has touched another person. Like, I get sanitization and everything, but that's still a no. Like, use your own sex toys. So that's my question. I need to look. I need to look that up. I'm gonna look up Too Hot to Handle. Do they reuse the sex toys? But no, it's not that important. It's not that important. I have many other things that I could be doing. Like earlier, you don't need to worry about what I was doing earlier, but I was watching a YouTube video earlier and it was really interesting, and I'm gonna go back to that when I'm done streaming after I take my meds and go to bed. Anyway, just throw it in the dishwasher? No! First of all, that would ruin it. That would ruin most sex toys that women use. Is what I'm gonna say to that. Men, though, I'm sure they can just throw it in the dishwasher and it'll just be fine. It's a whole lot for just 2 people. I've never even used some of these. Have you? Girl, yeah. She turns to you with a curious smile. Am I familiar with sex toys? I've seen them all. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of sex toys. And you're probably like, why is that unfortunately? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But like, I still haven't seen all the sex toys. But like, this is an adult channel right now, so if you're a child, you shouldn't be here in the first place. So like, leave. But the dildos, oh my god. There's, what the fuck? Why are they tentacled? A real expert here. I'm not a real expert, but I've seen stuff and I'm like, why do you have that? Why are you putting that up your vaginal area? That's crazy to me. There's only so much room there that would fit like comfortably, and you're doing that? Bizarre, crazy. Cannot be me. Will never be me. I don't understand tentacles. Tentacles aren't hot to me. You know what? I am kink shaming this time. If you like tentacles, you're fucking weird. Get help. Seek help. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've seen them all. Use them or had them used on you. Girl, don't worry about it. A little of both. I like a person who knows their way around things. That gives me an idea. Uh-oh. Should I be worried? Girl, is there lube in there? You just gonna stick it in me? Not at all. You should just trust me, girl. I don't trust you. I don't. She pulls a length of black cloth from the basket. How do you feel about blindfolds? No thank you. What? We'll do it for the fun, for the crack. We'll do it. Just trust me, it's crazy. Exactly. Like, girl, I don't even know your sexual history. Where's your STD report? I mean, I'm sure they have to have, like, be STD free at least to be on the show, or at least have their, like, symptoms checked and cleared. But still, you know what? On Love Island, on the US version, there was this one guy that appeared on the show. He didn't have an STD, but he used to be a porn star. And he was on there for like one episode, and I was so pissed off because that guy that was there, I genuinely liked him. I was like, oh, he's a good guy. And then they kicked him off for being a porn star in his past. Like, he doesn't do porn anymore, but they kicked him off. And that upset me because I'm like, let him live his life. He's not doing it anymore. And even if he was doing it, let him. A bag is a bag, you know? A bag is a bag. Let him do what he needs to do. But yeah, he was the only guy in that show that I found attractive and had like a decent personality. Anyway, that's why I don't watch Love Island US, because Love Island US sucks ass. You need to show a report card before joining the show. I'm pretty sure they do get like checked physically and all that. Like, they have to be vetted for the process. It takes a lot to be on a reality TV show. I say as if I've been on a reality TV show, but like I've heard like from like interviews that people do, like it's a whole like process. Like, they do a background check and everything, except for when they got that one guy and they were like, oh, must have missed the porn report, you know? Like, fuck off. I hope that guy's living his best life. I don't remember his name or anything. I'm not opposed as long as there's trust and respect. She grins and ties it around your head, obscuring your sight. Perfect then. Now lie back, she instructs you. You do, your heart racing a little. We're still in the first fucking chapter. It's an hour in. I can't, wanna scream. Don't forget about the rules, you remind her. Oh, trust me, I'm remembering them. She tells you, we don't even have a safe word. I don't know what she's gonna do to me, and we do not have a single safe word. All of a sudden, the sound of buzzing fills the room. Girl, where are you putting that? And you jump when something smooth touches your thigh. Amari drags the vibrator along her skin, and even though she's not touching anywhere sensitive, you still feel a rush of need. Amari, you call out to her. You should see yourself right now, she replies. Spread out on the bed like this. You're such a vision. Okay, I had to read that. Spread out on the bed like this, you're such a vision, not spread out on the bed like this, like she's demonstrating. She moves the vibrator up your stomach and you suck in a breath. You don't even get the dark red background, it's just all black. Yeah, we're blindfolded. That feels so good, you moan. I wonder if it counts as breaking the rules if I don't touch you. Shut up. It would be smart to back off to tell Amari it's enough, but you don't want to. And we won't. Each pass of the buzzing wand makes your knee climb higher, and soon you're panting. Oh my god. It's on the tip of your tongue to call an end to this. See, we don't have a safe word. but it's so hard to say no when you want it so much. You can tell from Amari's breathing that she's affected too, which makes it even harder to stop. Decidedly, you sit up and remove your blindfold. Aw, boo, boo. Amari. Yes, Princeton? Her gaze somehow gets even more seductive and the air in the room shifts. You glance at the toy in her hand and swallow hard. I want to have sex with Amari. Why not? Are we done being good? You nod, reaching for her. Let's be bad instead. Show me what you do in a place like this if there were no rules. Ooh, okay. Good girls going bad. What's that show called? That old show? Girls Gone Wild? I had to think of it. I've never seen it, but like I've heard it referenced in like other media that I used to watch. Her eyes widen, but then a smile tugs at her lips. Oh, it would be my absolute pleasure. Like, not that I watched on purpose, but I think it was mentioned in American Pie. If you've ever seen American Pie, I'm pretty sure they mentioned it. And maybe like on MTV, which I probably should not have been watching, but I think Girls Gone Wild played on MTV maybe at one point. It put on some show, maybe like that Stud show or that one show where the logo was a bulldog. If you know what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, you're reading. I'm over here talking about TV stations. She puts the vibrator off to the side and then straddles you. Her fingers dance along the tips and curves of your body, boldly exploring every inch. Her loving touch sends pleasant shivers down your spine, fueling your hunger and igniting your lust for her. Her lips hover an inch from yours, her breath warm and shaky as she teases you with a promise of a passionate night. The promises which she eagerly delivers. The remaining clothes are soon gone, scattered around the room in reckless abandon. Her hand travels down and her eyes turn hazy as she finds what she's looking for. Why are her eyes turning hazy? That's not good. You okay, girl? Every part of her is warm and inviting, and you soon move together, tantalizing each other with your hands and mouths, until you're both ready for the big finale. Amari, you whisper into her ear, planting soft kisses over her neck, marking her with your desire. Ew. Princeton. She trembles in your arms as you start moving together. Your hands grip her hips, your fingers digging into her soft skin as she teases you. Her gaze meets yours, a playful smile on her lips soon hidden as she throws her head back, blissfully enjoying the ride. She pulls you closer, coaxing you to the precipice with every gasp she lets out. It soon becomes impossible to resist her. You reach the peak and collapse in a heap of tangled limbs and shaky moans, trembling with delicious release. Amari screams into your shoulder, her voice laden with pleasure. Princess Luger, adios. What? Basically, this is what this is. You guys think I'm a good reader? Should I read for audiobooks? Should I be a professional voice actor? It's okay, you can be honest. It takes you a while to get up, neither of you in a hurry to leave the moment. I have been told that I am a very good reader. Like, I remember in school, like, I didn't want to read, but I would read, and I think it was like 10th grade, we were reading Lord of the Flies, and I feel like I told the story before, but I was spaced out during that book. I hated that book so much. But, like, I was told to read, and when I would stop reading, one of the girls was like, "Can you continue reading, please?" And like, my self-esteem was very low when I was younger. It's still low, but it's getting a little bit higher. And like, that was like the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Well, it felt like it was the nicest thing. It was a really nice thing because I was like, oh. And then like the girl beside her agreed, and I was like, oh, people like me. I think about that a lot. Like, shout out to both of them. I hope they're living their best lives, because they were so fucking nice. That was so nice. Anyway, what's that face supposed to mean? Why are you being smug about it? I have a smug emote. It's Gil's smug emote. You have access to it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have access to the smug Gil emote. I mean, if you want to use emojis, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. More power to you. And when you finally do get dressed, you share secret glances until Amari summarizes your thoughts in a single sound. Just send us the link when you get started. Bet. Bet. Oops. You burst out laughing at that. You can say that again. But I don't regret it. Her smile softens. I don't regret it either. The atmosphere is still heated, and even with space between you, you can feel the pull. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You got emotes to use that you can use. Use them. Use them. Maybe one day I'll get more emotes. I actually do want to get more. I want to do a lot of stuff, but I'm poor. And I make bad life choices. When I'm rich, it'll have a shitload of emotes to use. Maybe I'll still even be streaming. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Upgrade. Amari doesn't make a move, but you can tell she wants to. Amari, we're supposed to be good. You thought this creature was you also? No, that's Gil. Gil's the cat. He'll get a human form someday when I can afford to get him the human form. But that's him now. That's Gil. There's lore. There's lore, and actually I have a video on Twitch. It's in the highlight. It's like a 40-minute long stream. Actually, the stream was longer, but like that little bit is 40 minutes long, and you can like skip through it. But there's lore. I have VTuber lore, believe it or not. I have a concept, and the concept, I'm too poor to create the concept all the way through, but eventually we'll get there. Mara, we're supposed to be good. I am. Yeah, but looking at me like you want me isn't helping. She pouts. Well, I can't do anything about that. I do want you. If Amari keeps this up, we're gonna lose even more money. That's the point, Princeton. Shut up. I'll sleep on the floor. No, you won't. As you're attempting to descend to the floor, Amari grabs you by the hand and pulls you back on the bed. We'll be good. Yeah? She snuggles closer, still holding you tight. Yeah. Anything for you. You sigh happily, feeling your eyelids grow heavy. Good night, Amari. Night, Princeton. And with that, you nuzzle your head into the crook of Amari's neck, falling asleep peacefully. The next day, you and Amari strolled to the cabana feeling refreshed. Last night was so amazing. I think I'll remember it for a long, long time. Why is he being sentimental? You're ruining everything, Princeton. Stop it. Amari takes your hand and smiles at you warmly, and you accept the offered gesture. Not him playing Helldivers while I'm streaming. Fucking rude. Honestly, it was like a notification pop up on my laptop that says Gil is playing Helldivers 2. I hope your character gets killed a lot. I hope those alien bugs eat you. Lovingly. As you step into the cabana, you look around and scrutinize the present faces. Everyone else is already waiting for you, and it's hard to ignore the general aura of nervousness surrounding them. Mari's your maid now, and it is what it is, until she's not. The feeling makes you fidget. Morning, everyone. No one says anything. Instead, Lana takes the floor. Princeton and Amari. Last night, you were rewarded with a night in the suite. For whatever reason, no one will know. While you were gone, I gave your fellow guests an opportunity to put their trust in you and Amari, which they should never do. Put your trust in... The guilty look on everyone's face makes you stop in your tracks. Wait, you bet on us? Get out of my face. We're finally an hour and 13 minutes in. We're finally on the second chapter of this episode. I don't know what chapter it was. 14 maybe? Lana's words hit you like a wrecking ball. You were betting on us? It was really a friendly wager. It's your fault? It's not your fault. It's my phone's fault. Honestly. It's my phone's fault for giving me issues. You and Amari look over at each other in shock. Your fellow guests were given the opportunity. Where am I getting these words? Where am I getting these words? Because they're not there. Your fellow guests were given the option to forfeit $10,000 of the prize fund. This money will cover any and all rule breaks committed in the suite, or they could choose to trust you and any rule breaks would cost their appropriate amount. That's one hell of a decision to make. It was. Oh my god, Zane, please. It definitely was. The stakes are even higher than before, and it makes you almost dizzy with worry. I know, right? Like, bro, why are you in the what's it called? The budgie smugglers or something like that? The Speedo, the banana hammock. I can now reveal that the group made the decision to forfeit $10,000. Boo! You should have trusted us. Some of them look almost apologetic. Sorry, Princeton. You've lost us a good chunk of change so far, and we didn't want to risk it. Correct choice. I mean, it was the correct choice, but it was the wrong choice. For what it's worth, not all of us wanted to do this. But we didn't want to take any chances. Knowing that the majority of people don't trust you stings a bit. But after last night, they definitely made the right decision. I can confirm that last night in the suite, there was an incident of sexual conduct. That's said conduct or contact? Whatever. Same difference. Ironically, relieved looks passed the group, their gamble paid off. The rule break would normally cost $40,000. However, since your fellow guests anticipated this rule break, I have deducted only $10,000 from the prize fund. Boo! We were gonna be at 1,900. Fine, you were right. Look, I like Princeton too, but losing 10 grand instead of 40 was a smart move. Well, I feel relieved. Santiago hugs Lana and plants a kiss on the top of her cone. Okay. What do you mean on the top of her cone? That implies that there's another cone on top of her because she's already a cone. Lana, I can confirm Amari wrote it like a mechanical bull. Wild. Thank you, mighty Lana, for this opportunity. The prize fund now stands at $139,000. Well, that's enough shock and anticipation for one day, don't you think? Everyone begins to get up when Ryder. Oop, a single word has you plucking down in your seats again. What's up, Ryder? She got a lot to say today. Amari leans in toward you and whispers into your ear. Hey, no more attention on us. Maybe I want the attention on me. Maybe I like when the attention's on me. Maybe I don't like when the attention's on other people. I don't think that's gonna last very long, not if I keep you around. You better keep me around, girl. Get out of my face. She winks at you. You turn your attention back to Lana again. When you arrived, you were asked to pick one person to take on a date with you. You picked, please let it be me. I'm crossing my fingers. Please let it be me. Everyone leans forward, curious about Ryder's decision. Nora, boo! Everyone hated that decision. Should Nora agree, you will be going on a date today. Ryder smirks as he turns to Nora. What do you say, Nora? Want to go on a date with me? Zane, who has his arms draped along the couch behind Nora, scoffs. As if. Aw, you lost to your rival. Well, to be a rival, she has to compare. And she does not compare. So, I didn't lose to her. This just means I have to try harder. The two men glare at each other, and as you watch, waiting to hear Nora's verdict. I loved you. Either Nora is oblivious to the tension, or she's doing an amazing job at ignoring it. Oh boy. Ryder's smirk transforms into a genuine smile. Intense. Meanwhile, Zane's jaw is clenched so tightly, you're worried he'll crack a tooth. Not gonna lie, Zane, you kind of deserve this. How did he deserve this? I wish Ryder chose me. Can I say this out loud? When Ryder rings at Nora, you feel the first string of jealousy. I know I just had a great night in the suite, but I kind of wish I was going on this date instead of Nora. Ryder winks at you, ayy. If you complain loud enough, you'll get attention. I wouldn't say no to that, sunshine, okay? Amari laughs, clearly thinking you're joking, but a few others look unamused, as they should. Come on, don't be a sweet hog, Princeton. Nora nods in agreement with Elena, giving you an intense glare. She obviously remembers your recent conversation, and she doesn't seem to remember it fondly. Has anyone told you that you shouldn't grab all the attention, Princeton? Plenty of times, and yet I just seem to. You shrug. Maybe I can't help it. Clearly, Nora and Ryder, please leave the cabana and get ready for your date. Is Ryder a writer? What's your implication? What's your implication there? Nora stretches in her seat, then smiles at Ryder. What are you waiting for? Ryder helps Nora to her feet. It's clear Zane is upset, but he still manages to seem relaxed. Have a good time. Nora pauses for a moment and looks back at Zane, looking torn between the two men for a moment. We'll be sure to enjoy ourselves. Nora takes a deep breath and grins. Right. I just have to get ready. Hand in hand, they make their way inside the villa. This should be interesting. Or chaotic. Santiago scoots over to where Zane is sitting and drapes an arm over his shoulders. I'm sorry, buddy. We're here for you, okay? I know. Thanks, Santi. Everyone starts dispersing from the cabana, but the tension still lingers in the air. A few hours later, you join Cassia and Elena in the living room. As soon as they see you, they gather around you and grin like the Cheshire Cat. Okay, spill. Spill? I want to hear all about the suite. What's it like in there? Nah, Santiago wants that rebound. Maybe he does. Oh, I see. Cassia wants to know about the suite. Spill the details. Spill the details. We're not a good person. We kiss and tail. Why'd I say tail like that? Tail. Hold on, my nose is stuffed. Okay. That's better. That's better. It was seriously dreamy. It felt like a free 7-star hotel built for sinning. You fill her in on everything from the bubble bath to the conversations you and Amari had. Oh my god, now I gotta burp. Sorry about that. That sounds lovely. Cassia dramatically falls back on the couch with a whimper. I wanna go. You click your tongue. Are you just looking for another opportunity to get it on with Elena? Well, would that be so bad? I knew it. Cassia grumbles. It's not like you could resist either. I know. But I really am trying to lose all the money. You should try harder then. It's clearly not working. The grin she gives you lets you know she's only teasing you. Okay, what else? Honestly, one of the best parts was not having to listen to you snore. Ooh, eat her up. Ouch. It's true, babe, but I love your snoring. That's, girl, don't lie. Cassia's offended face disappears as she kisses Elena's cheek. I appreciate you saying that. You laugh, but you notice Elena's face falls. Oop, girl, what's wrong? Everything okay, Elena? She hugs the pillow to her chest and frowns. I just don't get it. What is it? Nora and Zane. I mean, they have a good thing going. Why would Nora jeopardize that by going on a date with Ryder? Worry and confusion is written all over Elena's face. Girl, mind your business. Mind your business. Maybe she's just exploring her options. If Nora doesn't go out with him now, she'll always wonder what could have been. It must suck for Zane, though. If I was in Zane's spot, I'd let Nora explore her options, break things off. I would scare Ryder off, honestly. We're toxic. He's a big guy, but he has to be afraid of something. They laugh. I love the idea of scaring the rivals away, but I don't think they'd be too threatened. You don't see yourself clearly. You could easily be scared if you wanted to. Elena looks back a bit sad all of a sudden. if it was me in Zayn's place, I mean, I think I would have started crying on the spot. I don't know what they're seeing. That's a train wreck. Listen, all of them have issues, okay? And then I would have disappeared into the kitchen to bake the pain away. It reminds me of the song called Fuck the Pain Away by Peaches. It's a great song. You should listen to it. It's phenomenal. I love that song, actually. Is it a great song? No, but is it fun? Yes. You know, Jikasia. Like, it's in my head now, and I kind of just want to sing it, but I'm not going to. Quick, break up with Elena so she'll make us cookies. Hey, I bake when I'm happy, too. You know, Jikasia again. Change your plans. Make her smile so she'll bake us cookies. Zayn strolls into the living room. The what pan away? Fuck the Pain Away by Peaches. Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time. Yeah, that song is so interesting. That's next in the teaches of peaches, like sex on the beaches. Anyway, that song's really old. And I was like, what, 14, 15 when I heard that song the first time, watching a channel that I probably shouldn't have been watching. It wasn't like a bad channel or anything. I originally heard it from this YouTuber. His name was like Mess Yourself, and he had like numbers in his name, and he would play The Sims, and I would watch his stuff. And then he was not kid friendly. But like, I was 15. I was like, I'm grown as fuck. Kid friendly? What's that? You know, I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted, but I wasn't. Like, I was still like a really good girl. But like, I had my rebellious shit. I remember when I was really young. I was like 15, 16. I was watching Trisha Paytas. If you know anything about Trisha Paytas, she is not family friendly. Well, she wasn't back in the day. I love Trisha Paytas. She was so fucking funny to me. I was like, what is wrong with her? But also relatable, you know? Aspirational. But no, so yeah, that's where I heard the song from. I don't know if I still follow him, but his name is like Mess Yourself. He had like his like profile picture was like this red thing, like red creature thing, and he had Sims videos, and that's why I watched him. But he also had other videos that were fun sometimes. But anyway, that's where I heard the song from, and no, we're leaving. It's the Fit's doing it. That's why she's running. No, because I feel like they have the same style. They think that they're doing the thing, but they're not doing anything. Is that not solidifying your big status? Borderline auntie. You're big sis. I mean, I could be big sis. I could. But auntie? No. I'm not an auntie yet. Okay? Maybe when I turn 30, I'll claim it, okay? Maybe give me 3 more years, okay? And then I'll claim auntie. But right now it's still big sis, okay? But no, I don't feel like that doesn't, because when I was 15, like 15, 16, it was what, 2013, 2014? Which does not feel that long ago, but my high school reunion is coming up, I think. I don't know if we're having one. Will I go? Probably not. But yeah. Oh my god. Gil's high school reunion is this year. He's not going though, so. Who's baking cookies? No one. Zayn pouts as he flops next to you on the couch. Why'd you get my hopes up then? You three are impossible. Girl, you better get started on them cookies. What kind of cookies do you think she'd make? She looks like she'd make like oatmeal raisin cookies, but nobody wants to fucking eat those. You guess Cupcake would be your generation's artist for that type of music genre? Cupcake is my music. Like, the song is old, but I heard the song when I was like 15, and I was 15 in the year 2020, no, 2013? And Cupcake was up and coming when I was in high school. So you're not gonna put that on me, okay? You're not gonna put that on me. I love Cupcake. Hold on, that math ain't mathing? It is mathing. It is mathing. This is how I think of it. I was born in 1998. So I'm 2 years ahead of the current year. So I turned 27 last month. So the math is mathing. That means in 2013, I was 15. Because I graduated high school in 2016. Gonna tell me my math ain't mathin', bitch. I was good at... You're not, bitch, sorry. You're not, bitch. That bitch was not for you. The bitch is like a general bitch. But like, I was really good at math. I was really good at math in high school. And now I'm not. But I'm trying to be good at math again. I'm trying to math it up. I'm trying to become more intellectual. I've been reading again. Maybe I'll start writing again. I found poetry that I wrote on my notes app from like years ago. And I was like, this shit kind of slaps. It kind of slaps. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Back to the game. Elena thumps you with a pillow she's holding. Okay, I'm going to get some sun. Camera's staying here and being roped into baking for 10 people. Girl, you don't gotta bake for 10 people. Just us 5. I'll join you. Someone has to apply your sunscreen after all. Elena shakes her head, but she can't hide the cheerful smile on her lips. They're cute, I guess. The two women flounce out the door, flirting the entire way. Hey! Zay looks completely devastated as he watches them leave. I was really hoping for some cookies. You laugh, patting his shoulder. I think Zane could use a nice word or two. You know what, I'm gonna talk to him. We're gonna be friends. You know, Zane. Yes, Princeton? Having you as a friend feels comforting, fulfilling, different. It feels fulfilling. I feel fulfilled as your friend. We can talk about anything and everything, and it's always productive. I love our talks. I'm glad I have you in here, especially with how this day has turned out. Now, to address the elephant in the room. How are you feeling? Zane scrubs his hand over his jaw. Confused, I guess? I'm still trying to process it all. You open your mouth to respond, but the door swings open and Nora sweeps in with Ryder close behind. That was a fast date. She's beaming and laughing at something she's beaming and he's laughing at something she said. I don't think she's noticed Zane at all. Zane's voice is somber when he speaks. I think I'm gonna go meditate with Santiago. Zane quietly slips out just as Antoine and Wesley enter. Hey, lovebirds. How was the date? Ryder's face lights up. It was brilliant. We had lunch on a boat? Ryder winks at Nora. And the views were incredible. Did you have a good time, Nora? Nora nods, but it doesn't look like she's actually paying attention. It was fun. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to shower. The sunscreen is making me itchy. You should probably get a different type of sunscreen if it's making you itchy, girl. She leaves before anyone has a chance to respond. I wonder if something's wrong. The crowd isn't too deterred. We're gonna go toss the football around if you want to join in. Yeah, let's do it. You in Princeton? You look toward the hall. Not now, thanks. No, don't let me talk to Nora. I have other plans. Let me go play ball with the boys. You knock on the bathroom door waiting for the go-ahead to enter. I hope I don't walk in on something. She's trying to get that steak. Shut up. You find Nora sitting on the counter, swinging her legs back and forth. Hey, what the fuck do you want? The water isn't running and she's made no move to undress. Looks like you're really enjoying your shower. Nora frowns at you, then she shakes her head and chuckles. I was getting to it. Was she? How should I approach this? Direct? Let's be direct. Look, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but that doesn't mean we can't be friends. And as your friend, I'm here to check on you. We are not friends. Nora's frown morphs into a wry smile. You really do love sticking your nose into my business, don't you? Yeah, I do, actually. Since I can't have sex, I have to fill my days with something here. Nah, she's sitting on the counter with that. Shut up, Darius. Nora throws her head back and laughs. Fair enough. She leans back on her hands and kicks her legs. No, we don't break any rules. And yes, I had a good time. But as far as Zane is concerned, I'm still into him. You better tell him that. When she says his name, her face softens. I'm sure he'd like to hear you say that. Nora tuts. There you go, being a busybody again. You grab a towel and toss it at her face with a dull thud. Oh, just take your shower already. Yes, stanky. You head out, leaving Nora and her muffled laughter in the bathroom. What a turn of events it would be if me and Nora became friends, wouldn't it? You take a walk, strolling without any real destination in mind. The afternoon is beginning to give way to dusk, birdsong fading out as crickets begin to chirp. Suddenly, a soft splashing draws your attention to the pool. Enjoying some peace and quiet? Ryder looks up from his spot in the pool. I was hoping it was Ryder. I was about to be like, this better not be Amari. He grins when he notices you. Actually, I was just thinking about how much I'd like some company. Well, since I'm here already. You sit on the edge of the pool and skim your legs through the refreshing water. Ryder swims toward you, easily cutting through the water with his strokes. You swim like a fish. Well, he's Australian, so I'm sure like swimming lessons are required there. Ryder flicks his hair, sending a few droplets skittering over the surface of the pool. Comes with the territory. What do you mean? Ryder grins. Well, yeah, he's a triathlete too. So, yeah, because isn't the triathlon like running, biking, swimming, something like that? I think. Well, I wouldn't be a very good triathlete if I couldn't swim. Oh, right. How do I feel about triathlons? They're so impressive with my cup of tea. You got stamina, huh? Ew. You must have a lot of stamina. Heaps of it. I could demonstrate it for you too. You could. You chuckle. I can't even begin to imagine how you do it all. Ryder winks. There's a lot you don't know about me, Princeton. I could get to know you if you let me. But we could always change that. Yeah, we could. We could, couldn't we? Ryder's flirting with me. Flirt back. Of course. Maybe I want to find out. So what else should I know about you? He laughs. You know how to put a plug on the spot, eh? I've got a little gem for you then. Ooh, is it shiny? It might not look like it, but I'm finding things a bit tough around here. Ryder exhales softly. It's a weird feeling. But what is? Ryder looks down at the water as if it'll form the words for him. Okay, it's gonna sound bad, but I'm used to getting what I want. Same. He shrugs. I don't have to try hard to get someone attractive into my bed. Not into me, into my bed. But today, Nora just didn't seem keen on me. And not in the flirty, playing hard to get way. In a real way. I mean, well, I'm into you, so you forget Nora. His brows draw together. And that made me feel insecure, I guess. Or whatever. Never mind me. Despite him waving it off, Ryder's soft admission piques your interest. Wanna know what I think? Ryder peers up at you, equal parts interested and amused. Tell me. His signature smirk is back and you ponder your next words. Nora, not a hoe. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I'll tell Ryder he's a grown-up, things will get better. Emotional intelligence is hot. That's so fucking sexy. Hey, crush, 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 crush. Anyway, emotional intelligent men are the hottest kind. There's nothing better than a person who's in touch with their feelings. He flexes his muscles and kisses his bicep. Oh my god, this guy. I'm very much in touch with my feelings. You laugh and shake your head. You seem like a guy who puts up a lot of barriers, but here at this retreat, you might just find that you don't need them anymore. Ryder ponders your words for a moment. No barriers. The playful glint in his eye is unmistakable as he looks down at his swim trunks. Ooh, what's happening? Do these count? He puts his hands in his waistband and pretends to tug them away. Sir, in a public pool. Done worse. I'm thinking of stripping down and going for some as Princeton. Not as me, as Princeton. You in? Skinny dip? Wait, like now? He opens his arms, gesturing to the empty pool around you. It's just you and me here at the moment. We can make the most of it, okay, if you digs out, you know. Is going skinny dipping really making the most of it? Do I want to go there with him? Do I want to strip naked and get naughty with Ryder? Of course. What a silly fucking question. Of course. You swing your legs out of the pool and stand up. Ryder watches, waiting to see what you'll do next. So, are you going to join me or not? As if you're giving him his own personal show, you undress slowly. He pulls his elbows on the pool's edge. He puts his elbows on the pool's edge and rests his head in his hands. Just pretend the cameras aren't there. No, I want the cameras to watch. Princeton's a freak. His eyes devour every bit of skin you expose, and just before you push your bottoms down, you look at him and quirk an eyebrow up. Ryder blinks out of the stupor he's in, realizing he never answered your question. I guess it's only fair. In one single move, he pulls down his swim trunks. Once you're fully nude, Ryder helps you into the pool. The cool water is exactly what you need. You tip your head back, watching as a few stars wink their way into existence. Now, how? What time of day is it? You're right, Ryder admits softly. It feels good to let my barriers down. Oh wow, Princeton likes an audience. What is that supposed to mean? What is that? Princeton is not princess. Princeton is a completely different character who was not related to the Princeton. I think, no, we have Kingsley. Okay, yeah. Kingsley's not related to Princeton either. Princeton is like alternate universe, you know? Princeton's not here. There's a hint of joke. You know what? It's whatever. There's a hint of a joke in there, but his sincerity is impossible to miss. No, of course, you wouldn't make such implications. Yeah. Watch what you're implying there, buddy. You turn, watching the way he keeps his eyes on you. His body is otherworldly, but his genuineness is what draws you in. You wait close to him and draw a hand along his sculpted torso. Goosebumps rise on his skin at the simple touch. He frames your face with his hands as if he's viewing a work of art. You're so fucking sexy, he breathes out. And at the first brush of his lips, the rest of the world seems to fall away. Ryder's tongue slips into your mouth, teasing you with flicks and brushes. No, I don't think I like the way that feels. I'm like thinking about it. No, thank you. Keep your tongue to yourself. You melt into his arms, angling your head to deepen the kiss. The heat that you both create could steam the water around you. Like, when you're making out, you gotta ease into it. You can't just go full like tongue. I feel like that's what Ryder did. It's a bit weird. Ryder holds you close enough for you to feel every inch of his naked body. Don't say that. The implications. The kiss is languid, with gentle sweeps of lips and tongue and the soft nip of teeth. Once you break away from Ryder, his eyes are half closed with desire. I mean, we can solve this right now, Ryder. All you gotta do is say the word. We should stop, you say breathlessly. Oh, boo, Princeton. Ryder exhales slowly, as if trying to get his urges under control. You both sit in silence in a trance of your own making. Not a French smoocher. I mean, you have to work your way up to it. You can't just go full French, you know? You gotta ease into it. Too much tongue, too fast is not the move. You both sit in silence in a trance of your own making. Finally, when the water gets too cold and the sun is gone, you pull your clothes on. What did you make me do? Nothing you didn't want. Oop. And I'm definitely hoping you'll want more in the future, of course. He smirks and walks away towards the villa, tossing a wink over his shoulder. The bedroom is already dark and quiet as you make your way over to Amari. Why am I making my way over to her? Naomi, where are you? A soft silence settles over everything, leaving you alone with your thoughts. Hey, gotta taste what you had for breakfast. What do you mean? What do you mean? I really just broke the rules with Ryder, and now I'm back in Amari's bed? When you approach the bed, you find Amari already sleeping. She's sitting up against the headboard with a note in her lap, leaning toward your side of the bed. She must have fallen asleep waiting for me while I was kissing Ryder. Carefully, you take the notebook and close it, setting it to the side. Amari's right next to you, her body warm and her breathing soothing. But it isn't long before sleep overtakes you. You wake up in the morning with Amari sprawled on top of you. Oh, girl. She's taken most of the blankets, but her body's keeping you warm. You chuckle under your breath and her eyes open. What's so funny? Nothing. Just the fact that you're a blanket hog. Amari looks offended. I'm not. I just get cold easily. Yeah, you just balled up Naomi and threw her in the trash. Now you're shouting Kobe. Now you're shouting Kobe. I didn't ball her up and throw her in the trash. She left on her own terms. I just get cold easily. At least I had you to keep me warm. See, I'm a saint. Meanwhile, I fell asleep all alone last night. I need all these blankets for warmth. She pouts a little and you laugh. I'll make it up to you somehow. Ryder's exasperated voice interrupts your conversation. I can't take this anymore. I like Ryder's style. He's knocking it out of the park, honestly, for the men in this season. Huh? Like what the fuck am I wearing, you know? I hate it. Huh? He flies into the bedroom holding up tiny bottles of shampoo. What happened to all of my things? He holds up a fingernail-sized bar of soap. What is this? He pretends to scrub his stomach. This will do one ab at most. Ants couldn't use these things. Amari smirks, pulling you closer. Someone pranked Ryder. That was mean. It's all in good fun. We need more pranks, but it's all in good fun. Come on, Ryder. No one meant any harm. Are you sure? Because to me, it seems like someone's got it in for me, and I'd like to know who. You find Elena and Cassia holding the covers up past their noses, tears of laughter forming in Elena's eyes. Right then, who did this? Who shrank all my gear? Ryder glares at Zane, who's barely holding in his laugh, but Cassia's loud snort solves that confusion for him. You! He points a comically small shampoo bottle at the couple. Where are my actual things? Elena shrugs theatrically. You might want to start searching. Ryder plants his hands on his hips and grins wickedly. Alright, I get it. I can take a joke, you know. But just to be clear, two can play at this game. He winks and makes a dramatic exit, and a bunch of people follow to join the impromptu scavenger hunt. This should be interesting. You're about to join in when Zane clears his throat. Hey, Princeton, can we talk? You're surprised to hear this, but you nod. Of course, let's find a spot outside. With everyone distracted by the hunt, you and Zane have the privacy to chat. He shifts from one foot to the other, looking slightly uncomfortable. I wanted to ask. What I'm trying to say. He rubs his eyes and sighs. Hey, whatever it is, you can tell me. He looks down at his feet and takes a deep breath. And when he looks back up to meet your eyes, his next words shock you into silence. Princeton, is he gonna confess to me? I need you to seduce someone for me. Bro. Not him trying to pimp me out. Not him trying to pimp me out. From making bets to receiving tempting offers, everyone seems to have an opinion on how your time in paradise is going. Last chapter for the night, and this one will probably be really quick, so we'll probably finish within the next 10 minutes. So, you know, I'm really good on time, apparently. Look at me. I still can't believe the group forfeited $10,000 of me and Amari. They basically gave us a free pass to break as many rules as possible. We probably would have done more if we had known that. So, we sure got some bang for our buck. Get it? Bang? He's such a creep. I'm so peeved that we didn't get a night in the suite. Same, but do you think we could resist the temptation? Well, no. But Prince and Amari couldn't either. Fair point. I really feel a connection with Princeton. Ayy. And I think he feels it too. I mean, that kiss, it was bloody unreal. But it's more than that. We had a really good chat too. You know what I mean? It used to be so easy to just jump into bed with someone. Here, everything's a challenge. But hey, I'm here for it. I wish I had thought of the tiny shampoo bottle prank. I'm not usually into practical jokes, but that was hilarious. Did you see the soap on the roof? I did. How did they even manage to get it up there? Ryder getting a broken heart next. No, it's Amari who's getting the broken heart next. If I can flip-flop between him and Amari, I will. But if they're giving me like a decision where I have to choose, I'm going for Ryder. That's my... Wanna bet? We can bet however much you wanna bet. I'm telling you the storyline I'm going for here, Darius. You wanna pay me to make the choices? Send me money, and I will make the choices you want me to make. Your guess is as good as mine. So, Princeton, what's up, girl? Yes? Do you by any chance remember what sport Ryder participates in? All of them. I was trying to talk to him over breakfast, and my mind went completely blank. Ryder's sport is triathlon. Is triathlon a sport? I thought it was multiple things together. That's, okay. He told me that. You're completely right. Another thing I was wondering about, if my babe Cass was to win the prize money, what do you think she would do with it? Dance studio, didn't she say? Open up her own dance studio, I think she said. I haven't forgotten. Look at me, big brain. That's true. She's so passionate and loving and sexy. Elena, we're getting off track here. Right. Alright, one last question. Okay, hit me. I know that Wesley's based in London. Why are you asking me about this man? Where's he actually from? Girl, the fuck if I know? Wesley's from, I don't know, Edinburgh? Glasgow? I reckon you're right. Okay. Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to help jog my memory. You know 3 of the things, so that was cool. You really remember your stuff well. You think you could still... Do I think you could steal Elena away from what's-her-face? No, you couldn't. Sorry, you couldn't. I'm already telling you this now. Elena's a lesbian. She's strictly a lesbian. You have no chance of getting with her. I just have a great memory. You do. One last bonus question, and this one is just for me. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Tell me. Because they make up everything. Look at me. You really love science jokes, don't you? Oh my god, look at her in that dress. She's so hot. I can't believe no one noticed the baby turtles on the beach this morning. They were all too busy hunting down Ryder's toiletries. I could have watched those little flippers all day. Girl, I would have done that with you. I miss her so much. Say that you a lesbian girl, me too. We don't quote Drake in this on this channel. Fuck Drake. Fuck that nigga. In fact, are we done here? I want to go see if all the hatchlings have made it into the ocean. Do you really like my snoring? Are you kidding me? It's my new favorite thing. That's how Gil feels about me. That's how he feels about my snoring. Probably not. Probably not. But why? Because it's like sleeping next to a chainsaw, but in a good way. It's like a soothing lullaby. She likes that white noise. Or I guess that Canadian noise. I don't know if she's white or not. She looks like she could be Hispanic. Who do you want to rebound? Who do you want to rebound Naomi? No one. I want her to stay single. She can never be with anyone else. Because we're toxic like that. You're a weirdo. I like you so much. I like you more. I like you the most. Hey, do you think we're too lovey-dovey sometimes? Who cares if we are? I love it. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, is that she loves it. Okay, guys, that's the end of the stream for today. A few things before we go. I will be streaming tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What are we playing? If I can't get my capture card to work, I'll let you know, and I'll let you decide if we do another episode of Too Hot to Handle, or if we'll play like Code of the Lamb or another game that I have available on PC. But if I can get my capture card to work, then maybe we'll chill out and do like Animal Crossing or Bratz. Maybe both. But we'll see. You could push Kissy out of the way. Nah, I don't believe that for a second. But yeah, also next week, I'm definitely gonna post this on the Discord in the channel. I posted the Discord earlier. If you're not on the Discord and you want to join the Discord, you can. Here's the link. Nothing happens besides me talking to myself, basically. But yeah, there's stuff to do in the Discord if you want to do stuff in the Discord. Join it if you want. No pressure. There's never any pressure. That's where I post my schedule, though. So if you're like, hey, when are you streaming? You'll find out if you're in my Discord. Right now, if you don't know, I am in a weird place right now. So my schedule is weird and different. However, I'm trying to stream at least twice a week, because I can't do 3 times, and sometimes twice a week feels like a lot. But I'm trying my best out here. These are trying times we're living in. So they'll probably be like later in the day for me. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time zone you're in, convert that. But like I said, if you're in my Discord, I have like a time converter thingy in the Discord for my schedule, so you will know what time zone I will be streaming at for yourself. But yes, tomorrow's stream, I'm doing a collab next Saturday, so not this Saturday, not tomorrow, but the Saturday after that, I'm doing a collab with some friends of the channel. Ray we did a web fishing stream together. Song was a previous mod. They took a step back to focus on themselves. They may join. He may join. Song may join. We're unsure. They might pop in and out. Who's to say? Let me just dismiss this. No, let me snooze this ad. I'm not gonna have you guys sit through an ad while I'm about to end the stream. That's not nice. And then they will be on stream as well. I've been on their stream sometimes when they've done like group things. But yeah, they'll be here, and we're gonna be playing another dating sim. Surprise. It's just gonna be chill, sleepover vibes probably. I don't know if we decided on the time, but you will know when I post a schedule either Sunday or Monday. That's when I usually post my schedules. Sometimes it's a Tuesday, like lately it's kind of been like, Anyway, that's all I have to really say. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for showing up in any way you can. Thank you for lurking if you were lurking. Thank you for chatting if you were chatting. Thank you for being you. I hope you have a good night or day, whatever the fucking time it is for you. I hope the rest of your week goes well. I hope the rest of your month goes well. Everything's coming to an end soon. We're gonna start anew. We're gonna start fresh in June, right, guys? Fresh, new, tasty. I don't know what I'm saying. I hope the rest of the year goes nicely for you as well. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye. Ooh, look at that. 10:11 for me. I said 10 minutes, and what was it? 10 minutes. Yeah.